Hi Capricorn, thanks for tuning in. This is your reading for May 2020. Please join me while I shuffle. Tune in with your higher self and your guides and ask them to connect with me so that I can bring through messages that are really relevant and tailored for you at this time. Put any distractions aside, don't multitask while you're watching this reading. You might miss out on some really important messages if you have other things happening in the room around you. So maybe grab some headphones as well, and a cup of tea, and let's settle in and see what the energies are available for Capricorn at this time. So when I say Capricorn, I mean anyone who's under the influence of the Capricorn consciousness. That could be Sun, Moon or Rising. You could be cross-watching, or simply you felt drawn intuitively to click on this reading. So then anything in this reading could be for you if it resonates. So let's get started. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you have Six of Wands in the upright position. So from Major Arcana cards in this reading, you have Temperance in reverse in the position of you, how you see yourself. The Hanged Man in reverse is the crossing card. You have the Lovers in your environment quadrant, Chariot in your hopes and fears. There's also a lot of Court cards. Oh, and there's the Empress in reverse here in the position of recent past. There's quite a few Court cards here. You have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles reversed, the King of Wands, and the King of Swords at the heart of the spread. So my first impressions as the cards were going down is that I'm hearing reward. I feel like what you could be dealing with at the moment, or the issue, one of the issues that you could be addressing is how to, let me find the right words, how to find the motivation to move on from something that has already been working and successful, something that you've been doing that's been creating a sense of success, a sense of satisfaction, a sense of appreciation from others, something that in the past you have been successful at and received rewards for, but now it's not necessarily available to you in the same way, or is maybe something that you've outgrown and you wish to seek some new form of expression or new style of work. That's what I feel is kind of one of the main themes that's being addressed in this reading, is how to move on from something that you felt successful in or that was really working for you, but that now isn't bringing the same energy back in terms of how you feel appreciated, or how you even feel satisfied in the way that you're putting energy out. So let's start here. In this quadrant of how you see yourself right now, you have the Eight of Pentacles upright with the Temperance in reverse. And so Eight of Pentacles is about your work, it's your craft, it's your it's craftsmanship, it's practice, it's dedication, it's like the humble commitment to like repeating the mundane tasks every day that are required to make you to become very skillful at something specific. So this is what I feel right now, as far as what I already, the introduction I gave. Like, this is a time I feel where you may be addressing your skill set and seeing how you can upgrade or how you can develop further in order to attain more or push further something that you've already been doing that's been working for you. With the paired with the Temperance in reverse here, I feel like again, there's like something about a lack of satisfaction that is making you feel like you want to push things a little bit further or take it to the next level. Maybe this is simply speaking about your inability to, or lack of willingness to just sit back and be comfortable with what you've already achieved. Like there's a desire to want to push things a little bit further and take it to the next level with the Chariot and the Page of Cups here. I'll come back to that. But in your environment here, you have the Lovers upright with the Seven of Swords in reverse, and there's also the Six of Cups here in the foundation, also in the upright. So these two cards can be relationship cards, partnership, any kinds of partnership. It doesn't have to be romance. It can be any type of connection you have with someone. It could be business. They could be combined as well too. Some of you might be doing business with your lover or with your partner, your romantic partner. Could be also your business partner. Seven of Swords in reverse here, paired with the Lovers. And other cards in the spread, I'll get to those as we move around. But what I feel with these two cards here is that there could be an energy of needing to reassess how you've been collaborating with someone or how you've been working with someone. I feel like there could be an element here of needing to express what you truly feel about your collaboration or your partnership with a person. There could be some, with the Five of Cups here in the outcome position, Nine of Cups in the reverse position, but like both of these cup cards reversed in the reading, there could be some dissatisfaction that is needing to be addressed so that it can be moved through, right? Like lovers is up right here and Six of Cups is up right here. So it doesn't feel like this is the end of the relationship or the end of the partnership, but it does seem like there needs to be some reassessment or reevaluation about how you work together or how you relate to each other, if it is romance, how you interact. There needs to be more honesty, basically. That's what I'm getting from this Seven of Swords. There needs to be more honesty. There needs to be a reflection period, a reassessment period. There needs to be some... And I feel like it's not just about you being honest with this other person that you're reflecting with, but it's as much about you being honest with yourself. Because I feel like there's a little element here in this card that, you may not be, like you might be hiding from certain things. You might be hiding from yourself about certain things that you don't think are working, but you might be trying to make it the other person's responsibility, if that makes sense. If there's more to say about that, I'll come back. But for now, I'm going to move on. Now, in the hopes and fears, you have the Chariot and the Page of Cups both upright. I like this. What this feels like to me is there's like this feeling of direction. There's a feeling of wanting to proceed and put energy forward into something that's fresh and exciting. This Page of Cups is kind of providing a sense of something new. I don't feel that as a person. I actually feel this is your energy that you want to use. There's something new in you, something inspiring and creative has opened up in you that you want to channel forward with the Chariot and send it in a really precise direction. Whether or not it's with another person, it's not clear. But there's something that you're doing that you feel, something you've initiated or something an idea or something that's fresh that you have, that you want to nurture, but in a really like clear and distinct way through the Chariot. Like you have a particular direction that you want to take, and you feel very determined to make it happen, to go forward with it. Now, I'm not going to talk about this quadrant yet because I didn't really give this central axis much attention so far. So let's look at that. In the central axis of the reading that goes from recent past to near future, this is kind of like a potential timeline or like possibility. You have Empress in reverse, King of Swords at the heart of the reading, crossed by Hanged Man, and then Five of Cups in reverse. So how I'm seeing this is it's interesting that you have two kings in the reading. Give me a second. It's not totally clear for me yet. Like this central axis from the unconscious to the conscious mind feels more clear. Like there's some dynamic with another person that has been really exciting and creative, but at the moment you don't feel as inspired by it. It's leaving you feeling not very satisfied, not really content. And I feel that this is connected to the Seven of Swords, where I spoke about there needing to be more honesty and more upfront communication between you and the other person. But also, and maybe more importantly, there's a need for honesty within yourself about this dissatisfaction or about what you think isn't working. that you may not yet at this time realize that it's something that is in you that needs to be adjusted. And I feel like you're mostly seeing it as something in the other person that needs to change, but actually there's a need for you to look within and see how you can reassess and revise and redo some certain things within you that are kind of falling a little bit short in terms of what you're actually capable of. So that's the central axis this way. In this direction, I feel like this it's funny because the Empress reverse has come out in, I think this is like the 3rd or 4th reading now for this month, in exactly this position in the reverse. So it could be, there's definitely a pattern there with like some kind of theme that the human consciousness may be addressing. And what I feel it is, what it has been in other readings, and I kind of feel it in this reading a little bit too. It's something to do with the imbalance in the divine feminine where, and it's nothing to do with gender, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, it applies to everyone. It's a certain way that the divine feminine gets channeled forward through people that want to be nurturing and caring for others, but in doing so, they're not being honest with themselves, because there's an element in that reversed Empress where people give or are caring because not genuinely and not freely. There's like a tinge of some agenda attached to it because that person wants something back from the other that they're giving to. So that could be something to look at here. This could go in both directions. You could be both giving with this element of like what you can get back in return, or there's an element of entitlement or what's the right way to describe that? Like your expectations are unrealistic. You know, like maybe there's a little bit of a demanding energy in that, with like you sort of needing to be provided for and having like expectations of your needs being met. And in a way, it's like this kind of codependent attachment where like the other person gets to fulfill that part of themselves that they need to see, which is about this like unhealthy giving. This sort of unhealthy generosity, unhealthy nurturing, where it's not coming from a place of clear, clean, unattached, authentic generosity. It's coming from a place of, I'm going to do this for you because I want energy back from you. So have a look at that if any of that's resonating. Now in the outcome position, this is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Wands upright. So there's a couple of ways I'm going to read this. In one regard, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is someone that's lost patience, lost loyalty, lost commitment. And that could be with regard to this, whoever this King of Wands is for you. This could be a person that's your business partner or your lover, one way or the other. So you could be feeling this, and the Knight of Pentacles reverse could be you. You could be feeling like not as interested, a bit less loyal, a little bit less feeling like you want to commit or be committed or continue being committed or continue being loyal. Another way this King of Wands could be represented is you. You could be the King of Wands, and this could be describing your leadership skills or your entrepreneurialism, if any of that is working for you. Like if you are self-employed and there's something here about your skills being developed. There could be something here about you kind of feeling less interested in being so in pursuit of something entrepreneurial at the time. Like you could be feeling like this is not really the moment for you to push forward, even though it's kind of a paradox, because you have this, the Chariot and the Page of Cups in the quadrant of hopes and fears is almost giving me the opposite energy of these two. It's like the Page of Cups and the Chariot is like you have a new idea, you have a new offering that you want to present to the wider community, and you have a direction with the Chariot that feels very clear, one-pointed and determined, and you want to drive it forward. And yet on this quadrant, you have this King of Wands, which is saying like you have entrepreneurialism, you have creativity, you have leadership skills, but with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, you don't feel patient, you don't feel loyal, you don't feel committed. So there's a bit of a duality in this reading, I must say. So I guess it's just about taking whatever feels like is yours from this reading and leaving the rest behind. I'm going to pull more cards from the bottom of the deck now. So 6 of Wands upright, 5 of Wands upright, Queen of Swords upright, and now 7 of Wands in reverse. So a lot of Wands in the extension, 6, 5, and 7. I do feel like this is basically a summary, excuse me, a summary of what I've given already in this reading. So the Six of Wands is describing a success, acclaim, achievement, reward, satisfaction for something that you've done, that you've already attained a level of like accomplishment in. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the reading. Now this Five of Wands is saying you might have some conflict about this now, whether or not you are actually able to continue to pursue that same type of reward or accomplishment from a specific type of skill or a specific type of expression or a specific type of presentation or something that you do. Now you might be more, and this Five of Wands could be an internal conflict, but it could also be a conflict with a business partner or a collaborator of some kind. And then you have the Queen of Swords upright with the Seven of Wands in reverse, saying this is maybe a time where you would rather pursue truth. Like you maybe are acknowledging that there is some reevaluation and reassessment that needs to be done, and there may be a time where you need to just be really, this could be a time to be really discerning and calm and quiet. It's interesting you have the King and Queens of Swords both upright. Both of these energies are giving this sort of impression of you channeling stoicism and discernment and a little bit of detachment from the situation so that you can properly address what's really there and be really raw and real and honest with yourself. There's a need for a genuine look at things to see where you stand in the situation, what you need to see about yourself and your own the way that you channel energy forward. With the Hangman in reverse, there's something that you need to really pause and reflect on to actually genuinely arrive at a moment where you can see the illumination that is available to you, but only with realness and raw truth. And the Seven of Wands in reverse is 5, 6, 7 of Wands now. I feel like there's a need here for you to, this is a kind of reminder, there's 2 sevens now plus the Chariot in this reading, so 3 sevens. These 2 sevens in reverse, as I've said, this is kind of calling you to be really honest and to back down. That's what I'm hearing, back down. If you're pushing forward with something and you may have a conflict with somebody that is where you might be kind of trying to blame or even just like offset some of the responsibility for why things may not be working really well onto another person. This is a moment where you get the chance to actually just drop your defensiveness, drop your need to kind of force somebody else to see something, and actually just take a moment to look at your own self and see what you need to be truthful about. All right, let's take a look over here. I feel that that's it basically for this part of the reading. Just checking over. Definitely the truth has been a massive theme for all the readings at this time, and if you've been on my channel before, you know that's a theme that I'm always sharing, because I feel like it's the most important part of consciousness evolving is real truth, real honesty, because the only way we can evolve ourselves is to be real about what we're experiencing and take ownership and responsibility for everything that we experience and figure out ways that we can change ourselves so that our experience is better. And that way the whole of human consciousness will heal and evolve. So take that into account as you are taking in the information of this reading and see where you can apply it. So now I'm going to take the Voyager deck and shuffle again. We're going to do another holographic mandala spread to give you a higher octave reading. So tune in again with me while I shuffle and send your energy into the deck so I can get really clear messages for you. We're going to have a look at any karmic and spiritual forces that might be at play. Hopefully your guides and your higher self can provide a little bit more insight and shine light on any blind spots that still need to be illuminated. And let's see if we can get some more practical insight on how to really best work with the energies available to make the most out of the lessons that we have on the table. One more shuffle. Okay. There's the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So again, we are addressing issues around partnerships of any kind. Four of Wands upright, crossed by the Priestess, Five of Crystals, Four of Cups reversed, Sage of Wands, Three of Wands, the Fool reversed, Three of Worlds, Man of Worlds in reverse, that's the King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. So 3s and 4s in this reading. That says the Tower now in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Sage of Cups reversed. And Woman of Crystals. There's the Queen of Swords again. The same card we had here in the outcome. Alright, thank you so much for watching, Capricorn. That's it for the general reading. If you would like to hear the interpretation of the Higher Octave spread, you can click the link in the description box below and I'll see you across there. Thank you so much for watching. It's an honor and a pleasure to read for you. I hope you found some things in there you can work with. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next reading.